Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimikung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chap. 35 Sec 2 of Jane Eyre, an autobiography.
As.
Ah.
Jane Eyre, an autobiography. Brontë. Chap. 35 Sec 2. I will not go to India at all. I presume, said he, after a considerable pause. Yes, I will. As your assistant, I answered. A very long silence succeeded. What struggle there was in him between nature and grace in this interval, I cannot tell. Only singular glints scintillated in his eyes, and strange shadows passed over his face. He spoke at last. To accompany aboard a single man of mine. I proved it to you in such terms as, I should have thought, would have prevented your ever again alluding to the plan. That you have done so. I interrupted him. Anything like a tangible reproach gave me courage at once. Keep to common sense. Straight. Dan. You are verging on nonsense. You pretend to be shocked by what I have said. You are not really shocked. For, with your superior mind, you cannot be either so dull or so conceited as to misunderstand my meaning. I say again, I will be your curate, if you like. Again he turned vividly pale, but, as before, controlled his passion perfectly. He answered emphatically but calmly, a female curate, who is not my wife, would never suit me. With me, then, it seems, you cannot go. But if you are sincere in your offer, I will, while in town, speak to a married missionary whose wife needs a coadjutor. Your unfortune will make you independent of the society's age. Now I never had, as the reader knows, either given any formal promise or entered into any engagement. And this language was all much too hard and much too despotic for the occasion. I replied, there is no dishonor, no breach of promise, no desertion in the case. I am not under the slightest obligation to go to India, especially with strangers. With you I would have ventured much, because I admire, confide in, and then, as a sister, I love you. But I am convinced that, go when and with whom I would, off. You are afraid of yourself, he said, curling his lip. I am. God did not give me my life to throw away, and to do as you wish would. I begin to think, be almost equivalent to committing suicide. Moreover, before I definitively resolve on quitting England, it would be fruitless to attempt to explain. But there is a point on which I have long endured painful doubt. I know where your heart turns and to what it clings. The interest you cherish is lawless and unconsecrated. Long since you ought to have crushed it. Now you should blush to allude to it. You think of mischief. It was true. I confessed it by silence. Are you going to seek Mr.? It remains for me. Then he said, to remember you in my prayers, and to entreat God for you, in all earnestness, that you may not indeed become a castaway. I had thought I recognized in you one of the chosen, but God sees not as men sees. He opened the gate, passed through it, and strayed away down the glen. He was soon out of sight. On re-entering the parlour, I found Dinah standing at the window, looking very thoughtful. Dinah was a great deal taller than I. She put her hand on my shoulder, and then, stooping, examined my face. Jane, she said, you're always agitated and pale now. I am sure there is something the matter. Tell me what business street, John, and you have on hands. I have watched you this afar from the window. You must forgive my being such a spy. But for a long time I have fancied I hardly know what. Stir. She paused, he did not speak. Since she resumed, that brother of mine cherishes peculiar views of some sort respecting you. I am sure. One else at the what end? I wish he loved you, does he? I put her cool hand to my hot forehead. Then why does he follow you so with his eyes, and get you so frequently alone with him, and keep you so continually at his side? Diana clapped her hands. That is just what we hoped and thought. And you will marry him, Jane, won't you? Far from that. Diana. What? Madness, she exclaimed. You would not live 3 months there. I am certain. You never shall go. You have not consented, have you? And have consequently displeased him, she suggested. Deeply. He will never forgive me, I fear. It was frantic folly to do so. Jane, think of the task you undertook, one of incessant fatigue, where fatigue kills even the strong. And you are weak. Straight. Johnny, I know him well due to impossibilities. With him there would be no permission to rest during the hot hours. And unfortunately, I have noticed, whatever he exacts, you force yourself to perform. I am astonished you found courage to refuse his hand. You do not love him then. And I am so plain. You see. Plain. You. To be continued.